So let's sit down and have a chat about the agreement we had, the house, why the frustrations in the first place. I mean, rentals are never really what you want them to be. That is true. However, when you have certain agreements in place and then the owner kind of just backtracks a lot, it's frustrating. So I think the number one main thing, which probably will also cause questions, is why there are so many things that belong to the owner in the home that we are renting. So long story short, the owner insisted that we come and see the home by ourselves, kind of, have a look at it and see if we like it. And if we do like it, then they would be willing to remove their personal things, etc. We were in Australia at the time, and we were looking for a home that we would come and live in straight away, right off the bat. So that wasn't exactly very practical. So I kept trying to explain this and be like, you know what, just take your stuff, we will rent it, it's fine, we will survive. And she was like, no, come and see it, you can stay in it, live in it, with the stuff in it, and just tell me if you like it or not. So before we even headed this way, we agreed to that, but we also agreed at the time that we would head in as soon as we saw the place. We would be clear that a lot of the furniture had to go. We did not need all the furniture. The owner has quite a few, like a 10-seat table and dining table and just a whole bunch of stuff that make no sense for us personally. And we were very clear about that, and we asked her if it was okay, if she could remove them. If she couldn't, we would look elsewhere. She assured us that yes, she could remove them and that was fine. Upon arriving and upon seeing that none of the furniture really serves any purpose except maybe the couches, I would say, she was shocked that we didn't fall in love with her furniture and didn't want to keep it. Yeah, and continued to say that she couldn't remove them and she couldn't do this and she couldn't do that and she couldn't come and take her personal things. So the closets are full of their clothes. The bathroom storage cabinets are full of personal items, all sorts of things. The kitchen is practically non-existent. The couple of cabinets in the kitchen are full of stuff. One of them is even, it reeks of mold. So yeah, I'm guessing that's gonna need a lot of work to be usable. It's just a lot of things kind of changed once we arrived and we were here. A lot of backtracking and a lot of things that have caused us to kind of camp in here because we're basically living out of our suitcases. And we wanted to buy beds for the girls. We wanted to basically make the home our own and kind of work around certain things, and that hasn't been happening. We've kind of just been existing in another person's home, and that alone causes a lot of frustration because we did buy a stove, we did buy a washing machine, we did buy a fridge because we had agreed with her that she would remove the old appliances. She did say that the old appliances were perfectly fine and we could use them if we wanted to. We told her we didn't want to. We were fine buying our own. Again, she was utterly shocked that we didn't love her appliances. They are more than 25 years old. The appliances are old. I'm talking not even just the old stuff you usually find in a rental. It's not something you would even put in a rental. It's that bad. And again, of course, I later realized that this woman hasn't seen this house. So this was like a summer house for them. She hasn't been to this place in over 2 years, if not more than that. So she was kind of going off of memory and then of course the money that they want. I'm not even going to go into that, but that definitely adds to the frustration because it is most definitely not worth that. But anyway, the house definitely can do with a little TLC. It needs a bit of, attention, a whole bunch of DIYs, like the kitchen. I do have ideas. I do know what I kind of want to do in general to make it more of a home for us, but unless we reach an agreement as to how the things can leave, we need the furniture gone basically in order to work around it. Because for example, I need a desk, I need an office space. There is no room for me to have an office, so I will have to kind of create a bit of a living room, dining area, office space, which is fine. But with all the furniture in here, there's no space whatsoever. There's zero space for anything. Anyway, I think the crux of it was we had a whole bunch of agreements in place and they just kind of backtracked on everything. And trying to find a house right now is just super frustrating, especially considering the girls are really enjoying the outdoor space. It has a lot of outdoor space. It has a lot of positive aspects to it. And even the issues in the house we can work out and solve. as long as there's like mutual agreement and it's not just us trying to convince the owners that, you know, for God's sake, we're paying the rent. We need to be able to use the house, because right now we're paying for like the rent normally. We're living out of suitcases. We're living like, it's frustrating. It's like a very, very bad Airbnb, basically. That's the situation we're in. I'm hoping that we will come to an agreement and we won't need to look for another house, and I can just work on making this house a home. That is what I'm hoping. That is what we're working towards. Renting is hard. Renting is hard. It's, yeah. Owners, landlords, they seem to have this idea that, like, you owe them. I mean, you pay for the house. You're paying the money. It's not like... That is all, guys. That is my rant over and done. Hopefully the next video will be me telling you of all the changes happening around here. Hopefully. We will see how we go. I'll see you in the next one.